G'day guys, Googs here. Australian politics at the Drunk Philosopher today. Scomo, you piece of shit. I've got nothing more to say about Scott Morrison beyond that. He and the LNP and their infinite fucking stupidity. And I'm going to swear like a cunt today because I'm just... Right, the average expected lifespan of a male in this country is 74. The average expected lifespan of a female in this country is 75. Right? Retirement age in this country to get on the old age pension is 67. In other words, on average, as a man, you've got 7 years to enjoy the fruits of your labour, a lifetime of it. And as a woman, 8 years, right? Not even a fucking decade, right? Unless, of course, you're well off enough like most fucking politicians and they can retire at the age of fucking 55, 56 and not give a fuck. Yeah, I'm really pissed today. Pissed off. I'm fucking red hot. And Scott Morrison and his fucking bunch of useless turkeys have come out and said, well, we don't want you to retire at the age of 67. No. Even though, they put it up under Malcolm Turnbull from 65 to 67 about 6 years ago. It's not good enough. No, we now want you to work beyond 67. It doesn't matter if you're old. It doesn't matter if you're hurting. It doesn't matter if you can't do the job you used to do. In fact, we want you to come out of retirement was one of the suggestions I heard from Mr. Friedberg. And we will retrain you. And you can do something else. You scum-sucking sons of bitches. You fucking assholes. Are you kidding me? What are you going to retrain a 67 or 68 or even a 70-year-old as? Right? A majority of folk work in retail or the building industry or the medical industry like nursing and stuff like this and in the humanities, right? That's where a majority of people fall. And by the time you're 67, if you're a nurse, your back's stuffed, your neck's stuffed, your knees are stuffed, your wrists are stuffed because there's a lot of heavy work in nursing, right? If you're a builder or a brickier, labourer, someone in the construction industry, man, your entire body's fucked by the time you're 67, right? There's a reason the average lifespan is around about 74, 75, right? Because the majority of people work in the blue-collar industries and it's hard yakka. It's yakka. I'll come out of retirement. Don't retire. And a lot of employers recognise that by the time a worker gets to 65, yes, they've got a lot of experience and, hey, if they're still in good health, they're not going to want them to retire anyway, so they'll offer them a bit more. But a majority of people, by the time their workers get to 60, they're starting to go, this dude's getting a bit long in the tooth, or this, you're starting to get a bit long in the tooth. Maybe we should get someone else in. By the time you're in your mid-60s, they go, well, you've only got a couple of years to retire, sort of thing. I know workers in their well, hell, my parents are in their 60s. And, my old man's full of God knows what. His shoulder's been killing him for years, and, one of his knees is a bit dicky and whatnot. And, I know other people in their 60s, at the age of 60 who have got arthritis in their joints and they have got neck pain and back pain. They're not capable of doing what a young person does anymore. Even a person 20 years younger like myself, I'm 40. I can still do a lot of things that the older folk can't do because I'm still reasonably physically capable of doing these things. Come out of retirement at 67, what are you going to retrain them as? You've got an older gentleman, let's say, who has been working in, let's go what I know, building construction all their lives. That's all they've ever done. 40 odd years of it, if not more. You know, they might have started their apprenticeship when they were 15. 45 years of it. That's all they've ever known is, you know, being a chippy, measuring, cutting wood, you know, bracing roofs, all that sort of stuff, and building roofs, building houses, you name it. You know, what a chippy does. And what are they going to retrain as? Come on, smartass, what are they going to retrain as? They're in pain, they've got arthritis, they've got, you know, they're no longer capable physically of you know, a full-time job on their feet. And a lot of them are not going to be able to, especially at that age, or want to, go, oh, sure, I've always wanted to, I don't know, get into bookkeeping. A lot of them are just like, no, I'm old, I'm tired, I've had enough, I want to stay out. But Scott Morrison wants to do this thing of, oh, well, that's all right, mate, you just keep working. We're going to work you literally to death. And the kids, what are they going to do? Where's their jobs? Or their jobs being held up by a 72-year-old guy or gal. Now, there's nothing wrong with you. If you're fit and you're healthy enough to do it, then fine. But like I say, most people are from the blue collar. Their bodies are worn out. And these kids, these fresh-faced kids coming out of high school, they want something to do. They want a job. And fair enough, why wouldn't they? Well, hell, whilst they're in high school, they want a job, a part-time job. Well, if the old people stay in work, guess what that means? The young people don't have a job, because right now our economy's flat. In fact, it's been flat for the last couple of bloody years. And there's no sign of it picking up anytime soon. So what's this all about? Well, I'll tell you what it's about. Welfare. That's what it's about. We don't want to pay the old age pension to people who deserve it, who've worked their entire goddamn lives to earn it. They have earned the right by paying their taxes, by paying their goddamn taxes, to have that 7 or 8 years on the old age pension. On the old age pension. And if they live longer, well, so be it. But they've earned it. They've earned the right as the elders in our society. Mr. Morrison, how dare you take away the future of the youth? And how dare you take away the few living years left for the elderly? You are a scum-sucking piece of shit. Fuck you and damn you to eternity, Mr. Morrison. You are an absolute disgrace to our country, and you mock our elderly. I'm Nathan Googs Fletcher. This is my drunk philosophy. Have a good day, guys. Uru. Be good.